Hello everybody, this is Naila Moon from Just the Stuff You Know. Today I am doing a Mama Cat prompt that's 50 questions you've never been asked tag. So let's get started. I'm going to put my glasses on, and as you can see I'm just kind of laying back to do this because I'm kind of being lazy. Anyway, the first question is, what's your favorite candle scent? I guess mine would be vanilla, beyond a doubt. I like cherry as well, but vanilla is pretty much the kind I really like. But in the fall, I love the pumpkin apple scent. Oh, lovely, lovely. Okay, so what female celebrity do you wish was your sister? I would say Ellen DeGeneres, believe it or not. I think she is just hilarious. Yeah, Ellen DeGeneres. Number 3, what male celebrity do you wish was your brother? You know, I think Harrison Ford. He just seems like the really coolest guy, and you know, the movies he's had and stuff, they're just cool. I think yeah, Harrison Ford for sure. Number 4, how old do you think you'll be when you get married? Well, since I'm already married, I would say in my 40s. I was actually 40 when I got married the second time. The first time I got married I was 19. So there you have it. 2 pieces of information you didn't know. Number 5, do you know a hoarder? Currently, no. But I did know one. When I was a teenager, I had a friend named Janice, and her dad, she lived with her dad. Her mother had been deceased for quite a long time, and her dad was a hoarder. I went into their house one time, and they literally had newspapers stacked to the ceiling, and there was just this row that you could walk through, and it was kind of like a maze. He never threw away anything. When he died, they cleaned out his house as much as possible, but I think actually they ended up raising his house. There just was so much to it. It was crazy, really crazy. So yes, I did know a hoarder at one point. Can you do a split is number 5. No, and I wouldn't even try. I'd probably never get up. Number 7, how old were you when you learned how to ride a bike? Gosh, it's been so long ago. Maybe 5? 6? I don't know. Years ago. Number 8, how many oceans have you swam in? Well, I've swam in both the Atlantic and the Pacific, and so there you have it, 2. And the Gulf of Mexico is not really an ocean, but I've swam in it too, so there you go, 2. How many countries have you been to? Well, let's see. I've been to Mexico, Canada, and Italy, outside of the U.S., so there you go, 3. Yep. I'd love to go to more. I love to travel. So, is anyone in your family in the Army? Yes, there is. My brother Aaron, he is in the Army, but I won't say his last name because, that would not be safe for him. But yes, my brother Aaron, and actually, my brother Marcus was in the Army at one point, and my brother Jason was actually in the Air Force. So we come from a long line of military people. Yes, I'm very proud of them. Oh gosh, my hair is sticking up. This is insane. Okay, let's see, moving on. Number 11, what would you name your daughter if you had one? Well, since I already have one, I named her Natasha. Love Natasha. Yeah. And the reason for that is because I was told if I hadn't been named my name, that I would have been named Natasha. And I always thought it was a really pretty name. So, yeah, Natasha. Love her. What would you name your son if you had one? Well, I named him Joshua. I always liked the name Joshua, and at one point I thought he was going to be twins because I was huge. I mean, huge. And so we were going to name, if we had twins, it would have been Joshua and David. Actually, I had really thought about, David is actually a very dear friend of mine who I consider a brother to this day. And I had thought of naming him David, but he ended up being Joshua David. So that's my son. Excuse me. What's the worst grade you got on a test? An F. There you go. I mean, what is worse than an F? An F, right? Right. So an F. What was your favorite TV show when you were a child? Well, there's so many. I really liked Fantasy Island. I really loved that show. I really did. Of course, really, really young, it had to have been. I liked Sesame Street, Mr. Rogers, The Electric Company was the favorite. So when I was real young, that would have been it. But a little older, it would have been Fantasy Island. And I also liked MASH. In fact, I still like MASH to this day. So, yeah. Let's see. Where are we? Number 15. What did you dress up as Halloween when you were 8? Really, you're asking me? That was like almost 40 years ago. Oh, did I just tell my son? I don't know. A witch, maybe? I don't know. Probably a witch, I think. Yeah. I'm pretty sure because I remember I had really, really long hair. It was really curly, and I remember my mom teasing it so it'd just be wild, you know? So, yeah, probably a witch. Let's see. What number? 16. Have you read any of the Harry Potter, Hunger Games, or Twilight series? The answer is no. I actually haven't. I've never read a Harry Potter book, and I really haven't ever been interested in the Twilight series. I'm sure it's good, but I haven't interest in. And the Hunger Games, no. I started the Hunger Games and started Harry Potter, but I haven't read them, so no. Would you rather have an American accent or a British accent? Well, I'm sure I have an American accent, so yes, there you go. My British accent probably sucks, so wouldn't even try it. Most people tell me I kind of have a hick kind of accent anyway, southern accent. I don't know, you know. I can turn it off and on really easily though, you know, y'all. Number 8. Did your mother go to college? Oh my gosh, yes. My mother has so many degrees on her wall, it is not even funny. I mean, it seriously, she's, yeah, highly intelligent. Yes, she went to college. Are your grandparents still married? Well, it depends on whether how you want to expand marriage, because my grandfather died in 2000. Well, actually, my grandmother. No, both my grandparents are deceased. So, but they were married 50 plus years before my grandfather died. So, the answer would be no, unless they're married in heaven. So, have you ever taken karate lessons? Not that I know of. No, I don't think so. Number 21. Do you know who Kermit the Frog is? Are you serious? Duh. Yeah, I know who Kermit the Frog is. He's one of my favorite Muppets. Love that green frog. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Come back. Okay. Number 22. What is the first amusement park you've been to? Well, You know, I think I've been, I don't know. I've been to so many. I've been to Long Island's amusement parks. I've been to Six Flags. I've been to, Disneyland, Disney World. I don't, jeez, really, seriously, I don't know. I have no idea. Okay, number 23. What language besides your native language would you like to be fluent in? Well, I would like to actually be fluent in Spanish. It would really be helpful here in this area of the country I lived in. But I'd also like to be, believe it or not, I would really like to be fluent in sign language. I know, it's hard to believe I'm deaf, and I don't know sign language real well. I know, yeah. So Spanish and sign language, yes. 24. Do you spell the color as G-R-E-Y or G-R-A-Y? Usually I spell the color gray as G-R-A-Y. Sometimes I spell it the other way, but most times G-R-A-Y. And, frankly, I don't even know what the difference is, and really, who cares? Spell it however you want. 25. Is your father bald? Well, when he was alive, yes, he was bald. Yeah, he was bald. And he was known as the tall, bald guy, so there you go. 27. Do you prefer the Titanic or the Notebook? Oh my gosh, I love them both, and I don't think there's even any comparison, so let's just move on. Yeah. 28. Have you ever had Indian food? Yes, I have, and it is good. 29. What's the name of your favorite restaurant? Well, currently it's Pete's Greek Restaurant here in Colorado. Pete, the owner of the Greek restaurants, owns like several restaurants, but they're all different. Of course, they sell Greek food, but yeah, Pete's Greek Restaurant. So if you ever come to Denver, check it out. Good food. Yummy. Number 30. Have you ever been to Olive Garden? Yes, I have, and I love their breadsticks and their salad. Hands down, great. 31. Do you belong to any warehouse stores? Currently, no. I used to belong to Costco's, but my my membership ran out. I do go to Sam's with my friend. We go grocery shopping because she has a card, so we'll go grocery shopping there sometimes. So, number 32. What would your parents have named you if you were the opposite gender? I don't know. I never asked them. I'll have to ask my mom that sometime. Matthew? I don't know. I have no idea. 33. If you had a nickname, what is it? Well, if you know me at all, you already know that I go by Naila Moon, which is basically a nickname for me. So right now it's Naila Moon, but my dad, when I was growing up, called me Meshuggah, which means crazy one. So I did go Meshuggah, but that was for my dad. So right now I would say, Naila Moon. I have gone by Shell and Shelly, but I don't really prefer those. And those are only just for a couple of people that I actually allow them to do that. So, because I've always liked my name. So, moving on. 34. Who's your favorite person in the world? Oh, I don't want a name. I have lots of favorite people, so I'm just going to skip this question, pretend like it was never asked. There you go. Number 35. Would you rather live in a rural area or the suburbs? Rural area or suburbs. I always get these things confused. Rural area or suburbs? I think suburbs. Yes, suburbs. The rural area, yeah. I don't know why I've always gotten these things confused. I just do. But I've always lived in the suburbs and always liked it. Although here in Colorado, we used to live in the rural area, and I'm no city girl. No. 36. What?
Rural area is where you lived in Missouri. Festus is a rural area.
I thought the suburbs is the city.
The suburbs are main or city area.
Oh, see, I get it all mixed up. Oh, who cares? I'm just moving on. Let's pretend I never even said. Yep. That question didn't exist. So, number 36, can you whistle? Yes, I can. Can you hear me whistling? Now, see, I'm asking my husband if he can hear me whistling because, frankly, I can't. I can't hear myself whistle. I'm deaf, remember? So, but I did know how to whistle, so. Okay. Boy, I'm embarrassing myself. Number 37, do you sleep with a nightlight? Yeah, I do. Number 38, I'm not even going to tell you why. Number 38, do you eat breakfast every morning? No. Don't really care for breakfast too much, and half the time I don't get up in time for breakfast, so no. 39, do you take any pills or medication daily? Oh my gosh, yes, I have to. Number 1, I'm a diabetic, type 2 diabetic, so yeah, I have to, every day. Number 40, what medical conditions do you have? Boy, these questions are very invasive. Jeez, okay, well, obviously, I just said I'm type 2 diabetic, so there you go, and that's all you need to know. If you really need to know more, I have suffered from depression, so, and hyperthyroidism, and some other things. Yeah, well, I don't like these invasive questions. Who wrote these questions anyway? Number 41, how many times have you been to the hospital? Twice for births and too many times for other issues. So, I don't know. There you go. Number 42, have you ever seen Finding Nemo? Yes, and I wish they'd find him. Jeez, why does he keep getting lost? Number 43, where do you buy your jeans? Walmart. I buy all my clothes there. 44, what's the last compliment you got? I think my husband told me I was pretty.
Beautiful.
He says beautiful. So there you go. He says I'm beautiful. Did you hear him? Good. I'm a lucky woman. Number 45, do you usually remember your dreams in the morning? Yes, I do. I actually remember my dreams a lot, and I usually end up waking my husband up, and telling him what they are. They're weird, but I tell him what they are. 46, what flavor tea do you enjoy? None of them, because I don't like tea. There you go. I don't want to get hate letters from the tea people either. 47, how many pairs of shoes do you currently own? 1 pair. Seriously, I own 1 pair. It's a pair of tennis shoes. I might own 2. I might own a pair of heels, but I haven't seen them in a long time. So I'm going to go with 1. And yeah, I'm not like most women. I have 1 pair of shoes. Pathetic, I know. What religion will you raise your children to practice? Well, I did raise them as Catholics. They were baptized, had first communion, the whole 9 yards, confirmed, the whole 9 yards of Catholics. Now, whether they followed that, I don't know. I come from a very eclectic family as far as religion's concerned. So, there you go. No hate mail, please. Number 49, how old were you when you found out that Santa wasn't real? Well, truthfully, I found out like when I was around 8, 9, or 10 years old. Cute story. I've actually done a video on this, but I found out because my uncle was playing Santa Claus in a store, and we went to visit Santa Claus, me and my cousin. And it turned out that my uncle accidentally used my mom's name, but not only did he use my mom's name, but he said sis, and that was the end of it. Was I devastated? No, I kind of thought it was pretty cool, so yeah. I was 8, 9, or 10 years old, something around there. I still get presents for Santa, so it's cool. Oh, number 50. Why do you have a Tumblr? What a question to end on. Why do I have a Tumblr? What if I don't have a Tumblr? Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. It turns out that I do, though. I actually have Tumblr because originally I had gotten Tumblr for to cross post my blog post, but then I started posting music, and sometimes I post like reviews or something cute that I see. So that's why I just keep having it. So actually, if you have a Tumblr, look me up. It's Naila Moon. So I'm the only one there as far as I know, and that's it. So there you go. That's the whole 50 questions that somebody's never asked me except for the candle one. Hope this just made your day. Now you know more stuff about me. Yep. So this is Naila Moon signing off. Have a great week, and I will see you later. Bye.